I'll rerun that message. Hold on.
I'm going on a first date with a girl in 2 weeks. We have been talking long distance for like 2 months and we will be meeting to go on a 10-night Alaskan cruise. Any thoughts?
Wait, I thought I misheard that. You said you've been talking to a girl online for 2 months and the first time... Wait, what? I didn't hear that right. I didn't hear that right.
I'm going on a first date with a girl in 2 weeks. We have been talking long distance for like 2 months and we will be meeting to go on a 10-night Alaskan cruise. Any thoughts?
The first time you're meeting her is on a confined ship that you won't be able to leave within 10 days? Timmy Tonka, there's red flag 1, red flag 2. Let me just ask, do you have separate rooms? Do you have separate rooms? And are you paying for her cruise? I gotta... Is this bait, chat? Separate bed, she's paying her half. So you've never met her and you're gonna be sharing essentially a mini hotel room with her. Tim, are you available to hop in the Discord? I don't think this can be solved by a text. Please PB first? Okay. I mean, we'll find out if it's bait. Why if you think it's bait and if no, chat? Timmy Tonka, what I'm gonna need you to do, because I don't want to waste the time of the people watching right now if it's bait. Here's what I need you to do. I need you to screenshot anything that proves that you're going on an Alaskan cruise. You can redact the order number, credit card, but I'm gonna need that screenshotted and sent to me because I don't want to waste people's time unless it's real. But if it is real, I definitely want to help you. But we have to verify that first. There's red flags, and then there's the United Nations. Every flag dyed red. Right now, I mean, I feel like we're walking up to the United Nations with every flag dyed red right now. Where do you put it? Just send it. Just DM me in Discord. Just imagine if they don't... Rebecca Athena says, just imagine if they don't vibe on the Alaskan cruise, I would just jump ship. Oh, we need to do that again. Hobstrats. He just sat there and took it. If they're in the same room, that could be the most uncomfortable 10 days of their life. I mean, there's just a lot of other options you could have done, but what's done is done. My job is to now prep Timmy Tonka for maximum success and also have a get out of jail free plan.
Dan_Jr. Tipped $3. The dating advice I've heard in the past week is like people trying to climb the ladder and Dan is at the base, starts shaking the ladder and screams earthquake.
That's not true at all. That's not true at all. People are trying to climb ladders that they put bacon grease all over every rung. I'm over there climbing one rung ahead of them, getting bacon grease all over me and Windex in the other hand, trying to clean the rungs off so there's a remote shot that he can get to the top of Second Date Mountain. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm covered in bacon grease, man. Have you seen Kickball Dad? He's got your energy. Who the heck's Kickball Dad?
Ryan Gary will Ketley retire by the time we get one more poke with the fork at the boss.
How many dates does a 10-day Alaskan cruise of the first date count as? Could be a negative date if we're not careful.
Yeah! Drendo's Crim tipped $3. Why would you take dating advice from a Twitter streamer covered in bacon grease?
Let me get here. We'll stand and watch the fight happen a little bit. Get Timmy Tonka on the line here. All right, sorry. Let me, sorry, TikTok. I gotta hide the screen for a second to verify intel. Timmy Tonka. Guest. One balcony room. Okay. All right, Timmy. Confirmed, chat. It is confirmed. Literally confirmed. All right, Timmy, hop in the Discord, man. Yo, Timmy, you there?
Hi.
Timmy, what's going on?
So I'm at work right now. I might need to talk a little bit, in code. But yeah, it's going great.
What's like? Are you in an open cubicle or like you got an office?
Yeah, a little bit, but it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay, so I just want to read verbatim the message you sent through, just because I want to make sure I got it proper. It says, I'm going on a first date with a girl in 2 weeks. We've been talking long distance for 2 months, and we'll be meeting for the first time to go on a 10-night Alaskan cruise. Any thoughts? Well, my first question to you is, what were you thinking?
I went on a cruise last year. It was really fun. I went alone last year.
Okay.
This year I was gonna go again, and then I thought, oh, I could just go find somebody and invite them.
Okay.
I found somebody and invited them. They said yes. I was like, well, what do I do now?
Well, when you say found someone, let me because Chad, I just so you guys know, I did verify the information. He sent me the cruise information. This is not a joke. This is real. When you say you had to go find someone, what, like you hit the dating apps, or how do you find someone to go on a cruise with?
Yep, dating apps.
Okay, so like what app?
eHarmony.
Okay, so then
You'll love.
Okay, so you find someone on eHarmony. How does like you just don't put like geographic parameters on it, so like you're not dating someone near you?
Yeah, they're in different. They're from America.
Okay.
I'm Canadian.
Okay, so you're like, okay, so you guys have been talking for 2 months, right?
Yeah.
So I'm guessing it probably started out like friendly, and then you guys probably have something in common.
Yeah.
Okay. So after 2 months, like there's a lot of different directions you could take this thing. Why the 10-day cruise when you're essentially like, that's a big commitment where you can't leave. You're going to be sharing a room.
It's bizarre. So basically I just watched the YouTube video, right, about your dating advice. And I was like, oh, I have a funny little dating thing. I'll put that in the chat. The chat will love it.
Yeah, I mean, like, but my concern is not chat. My concern is like, okay, let's unpack what your decision making was, and then alter that decision making so that those kind of decisions don't happen on this cruise. Because I'm trying to help you out
I understand.
here. Yeah,
you're not gonna believe this.
Okay.
I asked her on the cruise within the first like 6 messages.
6 messages
on the first day. Yeah.
So like, break me down the first 5 messages and the 6th one.
It was like, hey, how's it going? And she was like, good. There's some other response where she like asked what I was up to. I'm like, oh, just booking a vacation soon, going to Alaska. And she's like, oh, I'd love to go. I was like, oh, you could just come with me. And she said, yeah. That was it.
Like, did that concern you at all? That she's like, that's someone who you really, sent you essentially 30 pixels that you don't know, says, hey, I'd like to go on a vacation with you?
It takes an interesting kind of person to be willing to do that.
Okay, so just paint the picture for me, because I'm guessing on eHarmony, like there's some kind of profile. What about, like, can you share some like hobbies or interests of this said person's profile, so maybe we can kind of at least put them in kind of a box to understand?
She just likes art.
Okay.
Kind of chill. I don't know.
Okay.
Not much.
Okay. Can I ask you, what's your dating history been?
Very limited. We're like late 20s. I'm just like, let's just go on a cruise, just be friends. Maybe it'll be like an actual date kind of thing. If it's not, that's fine.
Okay.
That kind of thing.
Because here's the thing, Timmy Talk, it takes a lot of courage to come on this call. So any questions I'm going to be asking, I just want to preface and say they're not BM. They're just to find more information. So please don't take this away. But I have to ask.
Yeah, no.
So is this like, have you heard of the saying, like, outkick the coverage or playing in a different ballpark? Like, in terms of, like, is this someone who maybe would be on Instagram with like 50,000 followers? Like that? And
No.
Okay. So
very plain country girl. Not very fancy. Had to buy some dresses from. It's a pretty fancy cruise.
Okay.
And so she had to buy some dresses from like thrift stores. I had to buy some suits from thrift stores. That kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah, we've been talking. We like talking a lot every day.
Do you talk on the phone or just via like messages?
We've done stuff like that. I have her passport information. A lot of people are going to be saying she's like catfishing. Possible, I guess, but worst case scenario, I just show up and go on the cruise alone. So
wait. So you've talked to her on the phone, or you haven't talked to her on the phone?
I have talked on the phone and video chat. Yeah.
Okay, you video chatted then.
Yep.
Did it look like AI or was it a real person?
Well, you know, I think it looked pretty good.
Okay. So is there anything else you can do to like, because here's my concern for you, right? Like if you're hanging out here, like obviously I don't want anything bad to happen to you. Number one concern before we even talk about what happens on this date is that you're in a position where like you're not in danger. So like what is your confidence level that, can you just make up her first name just so we can refer to it for context? Like don't tell me your first name.
Call her Jenny.
What's her name?
Jenny.
Jenny, okay.
Sure.
So like what's your confidence percentage out of 0 to 100 that Jenny is who Jenny says she is?
100%.
Okay, so you're there. You said you have her passport information?
Yeah.
How does that happen?
Well, she has to submit it to the cruise like online in order to kind of get confirmation.
Okay.
And I have access to that, so I can see it.
Okay. Second question is, when you booked this 10-day cruise, like how did you go about the logistics and finance planning of that? Because a 10-day Alaskan cruise is not like $10.
I went on a cruise last year. You have to pay for the whole room yourself. And
Okay.
so I did that this year as well. And then I said she could pay me back for her half after if it goes well. Because, like, I don't want to send money anyway, because then, like, I could be scamming her or vice versa. So I paid for what it would have cost me to go alone.
Okay. So
And then she'll just pay me back later.
Okay,
If
so
she does. I don't know. It doesn't matter if she does.
So like, so you said, hey, don't worry about paying unless it goes well.
Well, because I didn't pay any extra than I would have if I was going alone, which I was going to do anyway.
I don't understand. Like, give me like, say the cruise is $10,000 for one person.
Yeah.
Okay, so then what?
Like, if you're going alone, you have to pay for the whole room.
Oh, I got it. Okay. Did you pay for her flight?
Nope.
Okay. So she's meeting you like at the dock, I'm assuming. She's flying in.
At the airport.
You're meeting at the airport, and then you're going right to the cruise?
Yep.
Okay. I mean, have you really thought about this?
I don't know. Yeah.
Like, what are you going to talk to her about for 10 days?
I don't know. She could go do whatever else she wants. I'll just be in the hot tub, you know, hanging out.
Got it. So
We don't have to be together the whole time.
So is the expectations like you guys are going as friends?
No. Right now the expectation is kind of dating, but it's like, you know, if at any point it's uncomfortable, we can just like separate the beds and like not, you know, it wouldn't be awkward or anything. I mean, it would be a little awkward, but it wouldn't be. There's no pressure, I guess.
Okay.
And yeah, it's a little bit weird.
I mean, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt on that one, and we'll leave it as weird. But let me ask this: is your goal like, do you want to have a girlfriend eventually?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's just say we could rewind time, and the whole Alaskan cruise was like off the table. What do you think? What would your second move have been?
So I wouldn't be going for like online dating in that case.
Why?
It's really hard to get a relationship from long distance. You don't have like a big plan to meet up together, I think.
But so you went for long distance on purpose so that you could go on the cruise together?
No. I would have gone with someone locally. I just didn't find one.
Okay.
That's not how it happened. I don't know.
I mean, like, here's what I would like for you to do. When do you? Well, don't tell me when you leave on the cruise because Shaq could find out all that information. But let me ask you this. Okay, so what's done is done, right? Like this is. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm trying to look out for you. This is an extremely bizarre situation. You've met someone you've been talking for 2 months online. You've never met, and you guys are gonna be sharing an Alaskan cruise together, the same room for 10 days. Like we're pushing we're rolling a ball up a hill in terms of my goal for you is to get a second date. Like there's a lot. Like there's let me just throw a few curveballs your way. What if she just starts charging the room up, like just running everything to the room bill?
We have different MasterCards on each person.
Okay, so you're not worried about it. So, okay, so financially you are prepared. Like this could all just be like a free trip for her. You're okay with that? Okay. So second, like, are you worried about your safety at all?
No.
Why not?
There's a lot of cameras on the cruise everywhere, and you know they have her passport.
Okay.
They know exactly who she is, so I don't know.
Okay.
Probably safer than a normal first date.
Okay. So let me ask you. So then here's my best advice, because this is, you know, clearly this is uncharted waters. This is like you know, normally I'm used to flying a rocket ship. We have like heads up display. We've got, you know, distance meters. Like right now we're flying into the abyss. So the only thing I can tell you is, when in doubt, don't. So like, if you're thinking that you should do something, don't do it. Just always take the more safer route, take the more considerate route, because if you make any move that you can't undo, you're looking at 9, 7, 8, 5, 6 days with this person. You know what I'm saying? So
I
like,
get it.
so like whatever the impulse was to invite her on a 10-day cruise within 6 lines of meeting her, do the opposite of your impulses to start. That will give you a shot.
Yeah.
And I don't say that
So
as being.
So don't propose.
Yeah. So, but
Yeah.
I mean, but here's the thing. Why not you? Why not now? Stranger things have happened. It could be one heck of a wedding story. You know, you're going to get some cringe face at the wedding, but hey, if it works, it works. So here's what, if you don't mind, if you wouldn't mind, like, let me ask you this. I've been doing a lot of the talking. Do you have any questions and anything you're concerned about?
No.
Okay. So you feel like you're ready to just take this thing head on?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, if you don't mind, when you get back from the cruise, will you ping me, and I'd love to hear how everything goes.
Yeah. I'll try to take some. I have your mug actually. I'll bring your mug.
Well, here's the thing, because I was gonna ask, are you more of a Northern Lion watcher, or are you more of a Dan Giesing?
More of a Ryan Gary kind of guy. But
Okay.
I watch your YouTube videos.
Okay.
I have some.
That's what I thought. I mean, I
community
like,
tokens.
no disrespect. I wouldn't think someone who's like a really regular in the community would pull that move, but it doesn't. But if you're a Northern Lion watcher, we can still turn this thing around.
I got some Millennia badges.
Okay.
You know.
All right.
Been here.
Okay. All right. No final questions. What, like don't tell us the exact day, but like how many, like a week away? When is this going down?
Yeah, it's in about 2 weeks.
Okay. All right. Well, so I'm gonna say beginning of September we'll hear back from
Yeah,
you.
mid September I'll have some data ready for you guys.
Okay. And for some reason she pulls the plug and, like, you know, bails, that because it's at this point we're not just helping you, we're helping other people. So if she pulls the plug, there's things to be learned from that. So don't be bashful. It not. I mean, for you and for you and other people.
I'm not gonna say I recommend this, but if it works, then it works. You know.
Yeah.
So I guess that's how it is.
All right, Timmy Tonka. Thank you. And you know, we'll be thinking about you on your Alaskan cruise.
All right. Thanks.
All right. Good luck, man.
Yeah.
It's real, chat. It's real. I mean, outside of which I wouldn't do this, I saw the itinerary. It's real.
Let's go.
I mean, like, look.
Is this becoming a relationship advice show?
I mean,
I have some juicy ones for you.
No, when we fight bosses that require 20 minutes of stalling, yes. But I do have to say, chat, we've heard some zingers around here. And it's rare you catch me off guard, but I am totally unguarded right now.
Lucid_123. Tipped $3.33. Well, dude, think about it. She's out in the middle of nowhere with some dude she barely knows. She looks around and what does she see? Nothing but open ocean. What am I gonna do? Say no. She would never say no because of the implication. Dynasty me.
I don't know what that means.
Dang pack spam in the chat.
You Watanabe.
Can we get some guys?
We are officially on the payroll. That means you Watanabe's videos that we may have like a frame or two in, they're producing significant revenue. Librarian, thank you. Librarian, if you don't, Librarian, I would never ask anything of you besides playing the Spelunky song at the end of every video we're featured in. Would you mind taking Cerso's dungeon under your wing? Not that Cerso's dungeon needs it, but would you mind? I would consider that a personal favor. And I'm the kind of guy that you want owing favors to. You know what I mean? You're like, you'd owe me. I'd owe you one, you know? Yo, Moondog, welcome in. Thank you. I mean, it's just chat. Like, and I don't want to dunk on Timmy Tonka because we are where we are. But do you know anyone in your life that would go on a 10-day cruise with someone they've never met? That's my concern. Like, I feel like Timmy Tonka is a little bit, como se dice, naive in Espanol. So, like, I can kind of, like, not a lot of dating experience, okay. But what does it say about the person who's just like, yep, I'll go? You know? Like, that's... You're missing that she invited herself. I mean, I don't... Maybe she's from, like, rural Iowa and it's like, I need to get out, man. I get... Hey, Chad, let me ask, has anyone, like, done something like that and it worked out? I've gone camping with 9 days with a person I didn't know. Now that is... To me, that's different than a cruise. Because if you ever look at any horror movie, it all goes down in the woods. But I backpacked 6 days on the AT with a girl I knew for a month. We've been together 5 years now. You flew to someone you met off Twitter. I will not say I'm old-fashioned. Chat, am I old-fashioned or is this just like... Is it unhinged behavior or does it speak to the desire for human connection and people just want to meet someone? Why if it's human connection and if it's unhinged? Your wife met 10 years ago in World of Warcraft. To me, like, that is now normal. Like, that's normal adjacent. Going on a 10-day cruise with someone you've never met is something else. I don't want to call it not normal. Met your boyfriend playing Dungeons and Dragons on Roll20. Well, here's the thing, and I'm just gonna call it like it is. If your name alludes that you're a girl, there's gonna be online. I'd imagine dudes are just pouncing, right? Like you probably get like Discord DMs like, hey, you know, if you need a CS:GO skin, I got you covered, you know. Like I don't think I'm saying anything that you don't already know. That's crazy talk. Stop exposing us. Yeah, I mean, the concern about the Alaskan cruise is that there's going all in poker and you can lose, but there's going all in an Alaskan cruise and you can really, really lose. Like, at least you can walk up away from the poker table. You can't walk away. There's no respite in an Alaskan cruise. Where are you gonna go? The pool deck? Guess what? You're still going back to that porthole in the sky. I went to Denmark with a girl you never met before. Well, I mean, not judging anything, but did you see the Denmark women's track team? They were very fast. What do you think I was gonna say? No, I said they were very fast. Chad, it doesn't. Why does everything have to go in that direction? I don't facilitate that direction. I worked for an Alaskan cruise agency handling the moving of crew on. If things go badly, I can get you out of the country. To Manila? Why would you go to Manila from Alaska? Also, what's the point of going on an Alaskan cruise? You're going on a boat to be cold? Has anyone ever talked about that? Would you go on a cruise to like do tropical stuff? It's beautiful. I'll show you my Windows desktop wallpaper. That's beautiful. Water's so pretty. You got a bathtub, don't you? You say a lot of wildlife and stuff? National Geographic,
for 2
bro.
weeks. We are going to ISS for a year tomorrow. Thoughts?
You can go hear the glaciers. Common bad Dante. So you want to go on a boat with a winter jacket and go look at glaciers? Here. Let me give you some no-dos. It'll be way cheaper, and you won't have to travel halfway across the world to do it. Halfway across the world? Alaska is halfway across the world if you live in Michigan. Why in chat have you been on an Alaskan cruise before? And if no, hypothetically, you take a family summer vacation or ghost your stream for 4 days. What are you doing? My mom's a travel agent. I should call her and be like, who? Let me do this. Hope she, and I've never had my mom on the stream, so I hope she doesn't say anything. But my mom's been in the travel industry for like 50 years. I got one important question for her.
Let's go.
Take my Bezos bucks, Dan.
Not calling mom for content, calling mom for information. Hey mom, real quick, don't say anything. You're on a live stream with over 2,000 people, okay? So don't say anything.
Can I say okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just have a question for you, okay? And so, but you have to be very, like, just be aware there's 2,000 people watching, so how you respond is very important, but it's a travel question. I told everyone you've been in the travel industry for 50 years.
Okay.
So I just want to know, what is, if you had to guess, or if you had been average age of someone who goes on an Alaskan cruise?
Oh, jeez. 68.
Okay. I love you, Mom.
Oh, I love you too. Bye-bye.
There's way too many people in chat going on an Alaskan cruise. The average age in chat is not 68, so stop going on them. What are you doing? What are you doing? Stop it. Get some help. Literally. And don't say she's been in the travel industry since high school, so she knows. So everyone that said going on Alaskan cruises, if that's who you like to hang out with, go over to the senior center and paint pictures of glaciers. Like grandma bought it for you and all your cousins. Makes 100% sense. She wanted someone to go with. Giga Chad moved by your grandma. Armin Anderson, don't try to reconnect with Timmy Tonka. You scorched that ladder. You deal with it. You want to go on an Alaskan cruise that need young men and women to entertain the old people? We can beat this guy, Chad. He's just a piece. You're old and you've never been on a cruise? How old are you? That's good. That's good eats, man. We're doing 1,500 a D, man. 1,500 a D.